our communities are changing, whereas, we're starting to see cultures that we don't recognize. Right now, we have 1.1 million migrants coming across the southern border every year. They are unvetted, completely unvetted illegal immigration. We have rapists, we have drug dealers, cartel members, people who have no regard for the American way or American citizens or American law, and they're coming across our southern border en masse. What we're seeing now is the white population decrease as a foreign population increases. With that comes more crime and more instability within our nation. It's more important now, more than ever, for American citizens to go out and buy a gun. Get a gun to protect your homes. Get a gun to protect yourself. Because right now, the people that are coming across our southern border, they're being shipped in, they're being flown in, they're coming in and they are rapists, they are drug dealers, and they see you as disposable. We're watching as crime rates are skyrocketing, and nobody's going to protect us. Our president isn't going to protect us. Our current administration, our government, our elected officials, it's up to us to provide our own protection. That is why now more than ever, your Second Amendment right is the most important right for you to participate in right now. I have an AR-15. I used to like to shoot it out back in my backyard, on my farm, kind of more so a hobby. But in 2020, I went out and got a 38 Smith & Wesson, a 38 Special. After I saw the BLM riots, I saw as the rioting and looting, I saw the people pouring across our southern border. I was watching as crime rates were skyrocketing. I was watching as law enforcement was restricted from even protecting the American citizens or business owners from the feral BLM looters in the streets. And that is when I went out and got my own handgun, a handgun that I could carry with me, protect myself with, because I realized that these people are not going to protect me. I'm going to have to protect myself. And that is when I made the decision to get a handgun. Everybody should be armed, especially women who do vote overwhelmingly to the left. If it were up to them, many women would prefer that I not have a gun. And that's until it affects you, until some illegal alien rapist comes across the southern border and comes for your kids. Then it becomes personal. That may be what it takes for some of these leftist women to stop coming after my Second Amendment right. However, that is the reality of it. If it were up to women, I wouldn't have a Second Amendment right. However, now is more important than ever with the demographic shift in America, the drastic demographic shift in America, the crime rates that are skyrocketing. It is now the most important time for you to go out and buy a gun, get your concealed carry permit, and learn to protect yourselves. You're seeing more women going out and buying guns because it's becoming more personal to them. They're watching as their communities are being overrun with people that they don't recognize, people that don't share their same culture, people who it is their culture to have sex with children or traffic family members. It's starting to become very personal to women. We're watching as looters and rioters and thieves are running rampant within our inner cities with no accountability whatsoever. It's starting to become personal within our communities. And that's why you're seeing women saying, all right, it's looking like, I don't want to seem racist or anything, but there are these people that live down the street and I don't really trust them. Yeah, it's because they're foreign migrants from a foreign country who don't share your culture. It's becoming personal, and women are starting to realize, hey, I need to learn how to protect myself because this country is getting dangerous. And that's what happens with mass migration. That's what happens with demographic change. Multiculturalism is not our greatest strength. Diversity is not our greatest strength. What it does is it increases crime rates, it gets women raped, and the only thing that's stopping them is our Second Amendment rights. So go out and get a gun. My name is Lauren Witzke. I was the Republican nominee for United States Senate in the state of Delaware in the year of 2020. So you can find me on Gab. I've been banned from Twitter, of course, for being an outspoken, honest conservative, just being honest. But, I am on Gab. You can find me at Lauren Witzke DE. That's Lauren Witzke DE as in Delaware. I now transitioned over to media. I now work as the executive producer, started off as the executive producer with the Stu Peters Show, have now moved on to become president of the network. So we run multiple shows, the Dr. Jane Ruby Show, Shots Fired with Deanna Lorraine. We're also filmmakers. We produce Watch the Water, and these little ones, which recently came out last week on the Stu Peters Network. So we're very proud of our accomplishments and trying to take back the media for conservative voices.